Connor Bedard is going to be a Chicago Blackhawk, at least if everything goes according to plan. As of today, the Chicago Blackhawks have won the draft lottery. It's a little surprising, but I guess really not all that surprising when you look. They had the third best odds at 11.5%. It's unfortunate for Anaheim. Got right down to the final two on the telecast there and just wasn't able to take it home. I bet they're a little disappointed right now.
You know what? I know I'm a little sus, to be honest with you. I know I can't say that this is rigged or anything, but like Chicago is the most marketable, is the biggest market of those teams are in that lottery. I don't know.
It was a little funny. One thing I didn't like what they did with the lottery this year is that they didn't physically show the balls like some of the years past. Usually, like at least when the Lafreniere year, they would actually physically pick out the ball. But I wish they'd do that more on TV so every fan could see it, so there wasn't this conspiracy theory stuff going on. But aside from that, let's talk about the situation. I think actually of all these teams, believe it or not, in the bottom five, Chicago needed this the most.
It's pretty convenient for them, hey? After they have Jonathan Toews retired from the team and Patrick Kane traded away, the two key franchises for this organization for the last 10 years, now they get another generational talent coming in.
Yeah, the timing is about as good as you can ever dream up. I mean, you're losing two guys that were there for 3 Stanley Cups in Kane and Toews. Pretty much that whole old core is gone, and they're completely full rebuilding. This team doesn't have as much to work with as some of these other guys, like the Ducks. We know they have Zegras and stuff. Columbus has Johnny Hockey. So I do kind of like it for that reason. I think they were the team that most needed this. It's going to be interesting to see how he does in his first year, if he does get drafted there, because, I mean, this team doesn't have a lot of pieces left.
No, I'm going to be very curious to see how Connor Bedard plays without all those players, without, like, any key players, in my opinion. They don't have DeBrincat on the team. They don't have Patrick Kane on the team. I want to see how he performs just him.
Just out of the gate.
I want to see how he does as an 18-year-old, 19-year-old. I want to see how he does. I want to see if the hype is real. I mean, I'm pretty sure it is, but yeah.
I wouldn't even be surprised if as a rookie he was a point-per-game player. Looking at some of the rookies this year, like Matty Beniers in the 50s in points and stuff like that. And years past, you kind of get some guys in the 60s. But I do think this guy is the real deal. And if he does go, we say if he does, I mean, I know this guy's going to go first overall. That's really not a question in my mind. I think he could be an 80-point player in his rookie year.
Yeah, so we're going to see how much I know he's going to change that franchise a lot. It's good for Chicago. I just personally find it's a little convenient since they had those two megastars retire or left the team and they have a new one coming in. I just think it's kind of convenient.
It is pretty lucky.
Lucky for sure. Let's move on to the second team, the Anaheim Ducks. What do you think about them?
So the Ducks, I feel like they have a lot more going for them in their prospect pool already. They've kind of stashed up some good young players. We saw Mason McTavish play pretty good this year. Obviously, Trevor Zegras. Troy Terry is quite a stud in his own right now, and he's proven he's not a one-year wonder. I think that this team is going to have a little bit faster of a rebuild than most. Whether they decide to go the route of Adam Fantilli second overall or someone like Leo Carlsson kind of thing. Most likely going to be Fantilli, though. Pretty much unanimous right now as second overall. That's really going to be a guy who can slot in right away and play 17, 18 minutes a night.
Yeah, I mean, this reminds me a little bit of the Connor McDavid draft, the 2015 draft, where McDavid went first overall, and then the second overall was Jack Eichel. And I feel like it's like they say that Jack Eichel was the consolidation price, and I feel like but he's a very good player, obviously, and I feel like Fantilli is going to be like that as well, second overall pick, and he's going to be a very good player in this league.
No, absolutely. I mean, it sucks that they didn't get Connor Bedard, the generational talent, but they got a very, very solid player. I mean, a guy that would have been first overall probably in the last 2-3 years if he would have been either of those drafts. So, I mean, can't be too upset as a Ducks fan. I'd still be pretty hyped, to be completely honest. Looking down the list here a bit more with Columbus Blue Jackets in third, San Jose Sharks fourth, and then the Montreal Canadiens fifth. I mean, this is the best top five I've probably ever seen in an NHL Entry Draft. It's absolutely wild. And, I mean, in the future here, we're going to be doing some mock draft videos for you guys. And I'll probably give you some ranking videos on the top 10. But, man, this top five is loaded. And, I mean, whether you're a Habs fan, a Sharks fan, or a Columbus fan, you're still going to get one heck of a good young player this year.
Yeah, I mean, none of these teams are going to be disappointed. I feel like all these 5 teams in the top 5 here are going to get a very good player.
But yeah, guys, we'll have to stay tuned for our future videos on the topic. But until then, take care and have a great day.
Enjoy the playoffs, guys. Take care. Bye.